Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Roundup.
YMBToAP on Fridays.
There, it's right. All right, we got a little bit of a packed show. Let's dive into it. Movies coming out to own on the Blu-rays, right?
Yes.
I tried to quit looking too far in the future because, like this, we're gonna hit something I've touched on before because I was excited about it a long time ago.
Okay.
But the Addams Family in 4K
Okay.
coming out. I like this, but I would like to have both. I'd like family values as well. Like I'm gonna
Oh,
have
yeah.
one of them, and then who's to say we ever get a part two,
Right.
like on the format? So it's like I don't know how I feel about franchise movies that are just having like the first one coming out
Yeah.
because Die Hard did that. Die
I
Hard
hate
put
that.
out part one. There's like 15 of them,
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. All these movies, by the way, come out November 9th, next
Okay.
Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
got Adam's Family, which will probably look amazing. Then we have Evolution. You
Well, I
remember
haven't
that
even
fucking movie?
thought about that movie in decades.
I think about that movie all the time. Fucking say kaka kaka and tuki tuki don't work way too
God.
fucking much. This is a great movie. I think I'll actually pick this one up because I haven't seen it in a long time. I'd love to
Yeah.
watch it again. Then we got. See, we talked about this one before too, but the Neon Genesis Evangelion complete series that I
Yes.
talked about before. I think this actually got delayed from when I said it was coming out originally, which is happening with a lot of Blu-rays.
Mm.
There's a lot that I've skipped in some of the weeks where it's like I already touched on it, but it didn't come out when I said because
Oh.
they've been pushing them out. So, but this is a big one, so I figured gotta hit on that one.
Yeah.
And then I'm really interested in this one for some reason because I love
Hmm.
the art that's
Yeah,
on
that's
this.
really cool. It's one of those like old school drawn movie posters you don't
Yeah.
get anymore.
So this is a 4K of The Outsiders, which is a phenomenal book that I remember reading in school, right?
Stephen King, right?
No, this I don't remember who wrote this one
No.
actually. Um but it's a good book and it's a good movie, but this says The Outsiders the complete novel, like it's like a kind of a director's cut.
Okay.
Because then this little tag down here does say also includes the theatrical version. So this is like a
Huh.
more complete edition of this already great movie. So I kind of want to get that one too.
Yeah.
It looks. Plus, I love good Blu-ray art. Like, don't just give me the standard poster, right?
Yeah.
Give me something, and
Give me
that's
something.
beautiful. I love it. Then I just thought I'd touch this. It's a big movie. The Ten Commandments.
Okay.
It's getting a cool steelbook. Like it's getting a cool steelbook. I'm into this steelbook.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a big. It's a big title. Like this is one of those movies for me that I'm like, oh yeah, that movie has history and weight behind it. I will
Yeah.
own it for that purpose alone. And I
Just as a
do already
collector's
have,
item,
yeah, and I do already have the 4K of this.
of course.
And I'm like, well, fuck. I wish I'd have known the steelbook was coming out because fucking part in the Red Sea in the middle there. It's awesome.
God.
Did you know when that scene happened in the theater, people like passed out? They couldn't believe they saw that up on the screen.
Really?
Yeah, like the way they did it, like blew people's minds.
Wish I could see a movie that makes me pass out with
I
excitement.
know.
Imagine.
Plus, look at this beautiful Yul Brenner on the right hand side here. Fucking gorgeous
He's
man. I
just
love
like
him.
ready.
He is. He's the best. I love him.
He's prepared.
And then, of course, we wouldn't have a standard YMToAP Friday roundup without some boutique label releases. We
Mm.
got some good Arrow video ones again.
Okay.
They got The Hills Have Eyes.
Ooh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, good old Wes Craven classic
Yeah.
hitting a 4K. I believe there's a standard and a limited edition. I can't remember if I've seen this movie, actually. I think
I
I
know
saw
that
the
I definitely
remake.
haven't.
Yeah, I think I've seen the remake.
Yeah, the remake just came out, right? Well, not just, probably within the
But
last,
yeah,
what, 10 years, 10,
but
12
it was
years?
in the like 2000s or something.
Yeah.
So, um, but this is a cool one if you're into like old like vintage horror stuff,
Yeah.
70s
You know
goodness.
what you are.
And then See, this is a good cover, right? It's a good cover. This next movie I've never heard of, but
Okay.
I'm into the cover, and I want it. This is called Chud.
I hate the name, but the art is very cool.
The art is amazing.
It's
You
very
know
like
what?
cyberpunk.
You know what Chud stands for?
Cats have undeniable damage dealing claws.
I wish it was that.
What is it?
It stands for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller.
Whoa.
This movie is like 80s as hell.
That sounds very 80s, but like what a concept.
Uh, this is like, I think like an original hand drawn art for the cover. I'm into it.
Yeah, I
I think
like
I'd
that.
watch this movie big time. And then I'm gonna break my rule because it's just so cool. There's a movie coming out December 14th.
It's enough,
While
right?
I hated the movie, I'm buying the steelbook
Okay.
because look at it.
Whoa.
This is
That's
the
cool.
Venom Let There Be Carnage steelbook. It is intricate.
I love that. Is it textured? It looks like it would be like bumpy.
I bet it's not,
Mm.
but I must have.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, like that's what I love about the symbiotes in Spider-Man. Just there's always so much detail in like the ooze moving around,
Yeah.
and that is like pitch perfect. Like that gets you one of these right there. That gets you
Yeah.
one of those.
Succulent.
Uh yeah. So I will buy it and probably never watch it, but
Okay.
I need to have that steelbook for sure.
Gotta have it.
And I think last time you asked me if there were any movies coming out in the theaters. I just thought I'd check
Okay.
because I normally cover releases to buy to like take home, but there
Yeah.
are some big movies hitting the theaters today. As you're watching this, you
Okay.
can go see Clifford the Big Red Dog. He is here. He is ready to be loved. I
God.
put that in there just for you.
Thanks.
I love that. I
He's
love him. He's beautiful.
like he's a husk. Like
Yeah,
husk is the only word.
I love if you guys zoom in on the photo, this guy in the rear, he looks so just bored. He's just like
I
bored
mean,
hanging
what
out
a
in there.
job doing the ass half of a CGI dog.
I, Hollywood's amazing. And then
If I saw this in
also,
the big screen, I would pass out.
oh yeah, for sure. But only if it was this cut. Like there's
Yeah,
a
like
cut with
this
no
cut.
CGI in there, yeah.
Oh,
And then also there's a new Marvel movie coming out.
of
So
course. Why
today
not?
you can go out and see Marvel's Eternals.
Okay.
So while I don't know how Clifford is doing, I've already heard about this one. People do not like it.
Oh, really?
So we just came off of Shang-Chi, which is the highest rated Marvel movie that has existed in all 20 whatever of them,
I
right?
love that for him.
And this is like the bottom
Well,
because it seems like this movie will make sense when this phase is complete.
okay.
It's like all set up, but
Oh,
we don't understand it yet.
oh,
Like it's setting up everything that we're going to see, and we'll understand it 7 years from now when all the movies that they reference happen, you know?
God. What
So
a plan.
it's like, I appreciate the foresight, but people aren't into feeling like there's a joke they're not understanding right now, you know?
Yeah.
So I understand it. I still didn't see Shang-Chi in the theater, so I don't know that I'm gonna run out for this one,
Yeah.
especially since it's not good. But other than that, I think it's time for video game stuff.
All right. Let's walk it into video game.
Some pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. You ready?
Yes.
GoldenEye
Oh,
for the N64.
it's like Peter Pan. What is that?
That is one of the Russian guys from the game.
Oh, okay.
That's like a Russian military outfit.
He looks like Peter Pan.
I know. It was recently Nintendo submitted it to be reviewed again for a German media board,
Oh, okay.
It was previously on a board for media that is harmful to young persons, and they
Okay.
had them reevaluate it, and it was taken off of that list, which is
All right.
leading people to believe if you're having it kind of looked at in other parts of the world, are you thinking of releasing it on that new N64 expansion pack for
Oh,
Switch Online?
yeah. I bet they would.
So, yeah, because, like, why would you go revisit a game from 1997 and
Yeah.
remove it from that list, you know?
A weird thing to do in a vacuum, like, to be like, "Hey, Germany, do you still feel this way about
Yeah.
this thing?"
So, it's giving a lot of people hope that we may see it sometime soon.
Heck yeah.
So,
Do you think they'll
I'm
release one of those,
excited.
like, gun controllers that they used to have for the 64?
Did they have gun controllers for the 64?
I think so, right? Unless I'm just having a fever dream. I
I
feel like there
think
was
you're
a
thinking
gun
of the old
controller.
Nintendo ones, like the Zapper things,
Maybe for, like, Duck
where they're
Hunt?
like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm
that's
thinking
like
of.
old Nintendo.
Yeah.
I would love to have a new one of those.
That would be cool if you can
If
get, like, a fucking
Oh yeah, if they would
golden
put those
gun.
games on like the Switch Online thing
Yeah.
and then release those, they could re-release all the old controllers and we'd all buy them again.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
100%.
Just to have them.
Yeah. And by the way, do you remember the Mario game that came out for the Switch with the 64, the GameCube, and the Switch one,
Yeah.
the Super Mario 3D All Stars
Yeah.
that they no longer sell, right?
Right.
Did you know they just added support for Mario 64 in that title to use the new N64 controller that they released?
Oh, cool.
So people actually, I think, prefer the way it controls in that Switch release
Okay.
over the edition that's in that Switch Online pack.
Yeah.
And since they just released the controller, they're letting you use that control
That's
scheme.
cool.
That's actually really cool, and that would make me revisit that, I
I
think.
want one of those controllers so bad, just to hold it.
I just got a picture of somebody that bought two of them, and he was
Ugh.
holding both of them in each hand, just
Oh.
so. I don't have anything for this, but I did read these controllers look like they will be out of stock through the rest of this year into 2022. So
Yeah,
if you
does not
can swing
surprise
one,
me.
good luck. I I want one, but not bad enough to like work hard to get one.
Yeah.
Not like when I got the Super Nintendo one, I almost wrecked driving into work that morning. You know, not like that.
Yeah.
Um, but then I think you had something that you wanted to tell me about.
Yeah, so, can we talk more about my favorite company and
Why
what the
not?
fuck they're doing?
Go for it.
Okay, Blizzard yet again makes headlines. They have postponed Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 for the foreseeable future,
Sure.
at least through the end of 2022 by the sounds of it. We're looking at like a 2023 release at the earliest for both of these games, which like at this point, I don't think anyone's surprised. We're just disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, when were we told about Overwatch 2? 2 years ago?
2019.
Fuck.
Yeah, and they showed
That's a
that whole
long time.
trailer at BlizzCon. They were like, "Look!" And then we were like,
Yeah.
"Wow, that's so cool." And now it's just like,
Yeah.
are you still working on it though?
Yeah, because they
Like,
keep showing, like at the Overwatch League, they'll be like, hey, we're going to do a
yes.
deep dive on a new level.
I know, and they keep showing us like, "Oh, here's all these like new abilities and new stuff that we're doing and like we're rebalancing it because it's 5 on 5 now and just
Oh,
everything
yeah.
is changing and I don't want it at this point. Like
Yeah.
I'm done following it.
I
Like
know.
tell me when you're done. Show me when you have something to show me, you know? Like
Yeah.
I want to see the game. We've talked about this before, how they like hype shit up for years prior and then when it gets here, it's going to be such a
Yeah.
disappointment because we've been waiting for this whole time. There's nothing you
Like
can do
way too
now that's going to
long.
make it worth the wait.
Yeah.
And same
That.
with Diablo 4. Like, I remember watching that trailer and I was like moved
Mm,
to tears by the graphics. I was like,
yeah.
holy shit, this game's gonna be so good. It's gonna
Yeah.
continue the story. We're gonna get more of these people. And like, now it's just like, it's never ever gonna happen. They've literally not
Yeah.
updated Diablo 4 since BlizzCon 2019. They've just kind of let it fall off the radar.
That's how Haley has been with Skyrim,
Man.
Elder Scrolls, because they didn't even get a trailer. They just got like, here's the logo for Part 6, and
Ugh.
then it's been silent since 2018.
Why do companies do that? What's the plan?
I guess because if they don't say anything, you just constantly wonder and then you grow to hate them, but at least we know there's
Ugh.
a logo that exists in the future, you know?
Yeah.
Like we have something to hope for,
Right.
but at the same time, we're hoping for so long that we
For
just
so long.
now we don't care about it,
Yeah, we're out of
you know?
hope.
Yeah.
So, and then hey, speaking of being out of hope,
Okay.
one of their executives quit again.
Cool.
So, co-leader Jen O'Neill is stepping down, leaving Mike Ibarra as the sole head of the company. Those two were co-leads after what's his nuts stepped down, the guy who was just like in the middle of all those harassment suits.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so we're gonna go in depth on this in the actual episode that's coming out on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
if you guys think I'm just skimming across the surface of this, it's because I've already talked a lot about it. So if
Yeah.
you're interested in the dumpster fire that is Blizzard, we go into why Jen left and what she's doing next in the episode coming up. So
Yeah,
look forward
which
to that.
is exciting.
Yeah.
Um Good old Blizzard.
Good old Blizzard.
What more can you say?
Always something going on, huh?
I mean, I got like a kind of mess that I can go into.
Okay.
What do you know about the Marvel's Avengers game?
I know that it was bad.
Pretty much. And you know what
Yeah.
made people really mad?
What?
That Spider-Man was going to come out only on PlayStation systems because, you
Oh.
know, he's like a Sony thing.
Yeah, he's like Sony property now.
Yeah. Well, Spider-Man is finally coming out. The game's been out like 2 years or maybe like a year and a half,
Yeah.
and he's finally coming out. Nobody plays this game anymore.
So
But
they're just adding him as a character to like this washed
just
up old
like
game.
this like dead game, yeah.
Oh my god,
I mean,
sad.
maybe people will flock back to it. I don't know.
Doubtful.
But November 30th, so the end of this month, if you have Marvel's Avengers on the PS4 or PS5, you can play with Spider-Man now.
Mark your calendars, guys.
I mean, I didn't buy the game because it was so bad, and I
God.
don't know that I'm going to buy it to play with Spider-Man when there's a Spider-Man game that exists, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to play Spider-Man, like go play the game that he stars in.
Yeah. So, kudos, but like we needed that 7 months ago
Yeah.
for that to be relevant. So,
Right.
but hey, there you go, guys. That's happening.
All right.
But hey, this is a big one. Uh, Elden Ring. What you know about Elden
Oh.
Ring?
Oh my god.
Yesterday, November 4th was a big like gameplay reveal. They did like
Ooh.
they just sat down for like 19 minutes and just like played the game and let you see it in action.
Good. Okay, so we finally get some like look at it. Don't
Oh
if
yeah.
you tell me that if it looks bad, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be so sad because this game has been so like delayed and
So,
hyped.
you know, this is not my style of game. You know it's not my game.
Yeah,
Like I'm not that into it.
the cover I'm super into. Like this art,
So,
incredible.
this is a Best Buy steelbook. When you pre-order it through Best Buy, this is the steelbook you get.
Okay.
Um I was into it and I was like, "Do I want to look at Elden Ring?" And I was like, "No, not really." But I decided to take a look at the gameplay from yesterday, right?
Okay.
Um it's a good-looking game.
Okay.
I I just want you to see some of it.
Okay.
Like when I say a game looks good, I'm talking like it looks like clean, like it looks
Ooh. Whoa.
pristine in its like execution. You know what I mean?
Dang, that's like smooth and crispy.
This game,
Whoa, look at those creatures.
I'm enticed. Like
Yeah.
I crave wanting to know what's going on in this place.
Pretty fucking
And
cool.
actually, let me see if I can get to the beginning when he pulls out the horse.
Okay.
Like he literally his horse is made of light and just like he like throws it underneath himself and then like rides away.
Okay.
So like check this out. He's like, "All right, time to go." And he just goes like whoosh.
Whoa.
And then the horse can do a double jump to not die off of the cliffs.
That's so cool.
I think I'm going to be getting this game.
Yeah, just to look at it, honestly.
And then, of course, you know, what would a fantasy game be without a awesome dragon fight?
Yes.
And like, it looks so smooth.
Oh.
And this fight, Right? Look at you. You are your breath was sucked out of your body.
Yeah, that looks so good.
I'm
Oh
into
my
this game.
god.
I think I'm sold.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready for this. I it looks a little Dark Soulsy,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say
not
it looked
but
very like,
not quite.
ooh,
Like I think it's going to be not as punishing as a Dark Souls, but
I
it
hope
kind of
so,
has
yeah.
that look in the combat.
Yeah, that, oh my god, it's so, whoa!
Like it nice. I
Right?
think we need this game.
Yeah, I just want that in my life.
Yeah, I think if you guys have ever been interested in this, go watch this gameplay. It's up at like IGN, like every major outlet's YouTube has done it. This is a pot with arms and legs that talks to you about being stuck in the dirt and you have to like knock him out of the dirt.
Okay.
I'm into this game. I don't know what it's about, but I want everything that it's gonna give me, I think.
All right.
So color me sold.
Yes.
I'm about it. Go watch the gameplay. It's fantastic.
Okay.
And then
Oh, we got Animal Crossing, guys.
what would we be without talking about Animal Crossing for half a second?
Right. So, we have plans that we're going to sit down and have like pretty much an episode dedicated to the update because
Yeah.
there's a lot to talk about. So, not next week, but probably the week following, we'll be talking in depth about what's going on with Animal Crossing. The update
Yes.
did release early. It was
Which
due to
is
release.
awesome.
I know it was due to release today, Friday the 5th, and it ended up releasing like really late night on Wednesday the 3rd.
Yeah. Was
So
not expecting.
nobody was expecting it. The whole fandom was just like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
So, yeah, good shit.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little time to like play it a little bit, kind of see what we think because we are two, I'm gonna say inexperienced crossers,
Yeah,
and we're gonna bring in a heavy hitter. We're gonna
yeah.
bring in a person that has been playing this for a long time and get some like true intakes on like what this update means. You know?
See if you can guess who it's gonna be.
Yeah, take a guess. Um,
Currently happening on the screen behind you right
yeah,
now.
no, yeah, we're in the journalism, okay? We got to get it going.
Hot journalism.
So, yeah, look forward to a full blown show. That will probably be the November 15th one.
Yeah,
So, look forward to that. But if you haven't gotten it, go download it. It's a hefty update. It's two
it's
updates,
huge.
takes 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, depending on your internet speed.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yep,
And initial impression for me, it's pretty cool. I like it.
I'm liking it. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk more, but get you some Animal Crossing in your life.
Get it in there.
It's good for the soul, okay?
Good for the heart.
And that will about do it for the Friday roundup.
Thank you guys for joining us for another Friday.
Yes, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoy this. We will be back next Friday with all kinds of new movies, some new games, all kinds of insights and hot takes.
Hot
We will
takes.
catch you guys on the next one.
See ya.
Bye.